The setup of the MCU 3000 is pretty simple. You start off with the MCU plugged into the dispenser and working correctly as shown here. The display has four main screens. You have the Welcome to MegaTrak screen, the screen that tells you to insert the key and turn it, and then after that you have the press enter after each entry to remind you to do so, and then you have the screen that lets you know which pump number it is and which side it is, the date and time. To begin with, you start with a blue setup key. This key can be made at the MegaTrak Pro computer station using a key encoder. If you do not have one, get with Megatronics. Place the key in, turn to the right, and wait for the light to turn up. It's going to tell you to please close door. This one says remove key. The door did not close all the way. Please close door. It's going to ask for a PIN number. The PIN number is the word space age. Now, to do this, you're going to have to utilize the blue and the red buttons pressed right here, and the letters on each key. For space age, you do blue S, red P, blue A, blue C, blue E, blue A, blue G, and blue E. Once you have space age in, you press enter. It's going to tell you to begin the data entry. First thing you do is the date. This can be put in just like it is. This is the current date, however, for educational purposes, you press 01/1/23/12. Gives you the format to use right there. Press enter after that. The time, if the time is correct, press enter. If not, enter the correct time. You can enter down to the second. The site number. For testing purposes, this is going to be site number 1. However, if it's a different site number in the MegaTrak Pro software, make sure to enter that in right here. Press enter. Same thing about pumps. For educational purposes, this is going to stay pump 2. You just enter it in like that. Press enter. Fuel type. Diesel is what this is currently. It says DSL. However, if it's unleaded, you would just do like space age and utilize the blue and red buttons to change that and press enter. For educational purposes, I actually want to go back to diesel. Once you have in there, press enter. This screen here is for Megatronics testing purposes only. You will actually disregard this screen and just press enter through each one of the options until you get to the end. Fallback level. Currently the fallback level is 1. That means that this is going to accept a transaction no matter what. Please go to your MegaTrak user manual for more information on fallback level and what works best for you. Shutdown 0 to 9. Same thing, please refer back to your Megatronics user's manual. Most of this stuff is defaulted into which way in which you would not have to change unless you had a specific setup that you needed. Pulses per unit is important. Currently on the MegaTrak 3000 system, this is showing 100,000. This is actually a 100-to-1 pulser, as on the MegaTrak 3000 you add 3 zeros to the back of the pulses. For a 10-to-1 it would be 10,000 and so on. For more information you can contact Megatronics at any time for help on this. Pump on hour. If you would like to begin fueling at midnight and end at midnight, you would leave it 00 on the first one and 24 on the next. If you would like to start pumping at 5 a.m., you'd put 05. That's to your discretion. This is the pump off hour. We currently have it at 24 for 24 hours that this pump is allowed to pump. Once again, to your discretion, you can change it. Timer 1 second. This is just for your timeout. If your pulser is not working correctly, it will time out after 60 seconds. Same thing about the second one. Transaction file size, once again defaulted. Please do not change it unless Megatronics instructs you to do so. Enter displays. This is where you can actually change the displays that you see, like welcome to MegaTrak. You can have welcome to your company name or whatever. This is more to your discretion, and we would advise you to call Megatronics for more assistance in changing these displays. Diagnostics is if there's an issue, you can run a diagnostic. Once again, this is more for the technical support of the MegaTrak fuel system with Megatronics. And this you would probably leave it alone unless instructed to press yes by the Megatronics team. Once you press through this, it says exit setup. This is the last portion of the setup of the MCU 3000. At this point, you would use the blue and the Y and press enter. It's going to have you remove the key, and once you've removed the key, the system is going to restart with the information that you placed in there. At this time, you are actually able to run transactions as long as